This is the Real Ass Podcast.
Yeah.
Kid, a friend of mine, well, I haven't seen in a while, a young kid just died of heroin. Are anybody you know dying of heroin? So many people on Long Island are just dying.
Shannon, but it's kratom and it's legal.
Right.
But, you know, that's fine. Yeah, she's pretty much the only addict that I know. I don't know anybody who's currently on heroin.
Interesting.
I don't really surround myself with
I don't either, but sometimes
addicts.
you see on Facebook someone died.
Yeah.
So I had to donate $300 to a GoFundMe for his funeral because
Jesus
it was
Christ.
so sad, dude. The GoFundMe was like, they were like, his mom, she couldn't afford the plane ticket, and it's very hard for her because she had her leg amputated. She's in a wheelchair. And then the kicker, I swear to God, the last line of the GoFundMe was, and she has gone fully blind. So I go to the GoFundMe, and it's everyone that I grew up with. And everyone's giving like $50, and then
you're
one
the
of my
stun on 'em?
friends gave $250. So I'm like, I gotta edge him,
Yeah, of course you do.
and I gave $300.
Too much.
Wow.
I know.
But you have to keep up the appearance of being the most successful. This is also why.
Yes, Lewis.
This is why you're taking Uber pools. If you're going to invest in something.
yes.
Right, you're right. It's smarter to say, I will invest in a nicer wedding gift for an important person, or I'm
Right.
going to invest in publicly giving more.
Convincing people I'm where I'm
Because
not.
what you're doing is forget just what you're donating. You're purchasing.
An image,
Yes.
an idea,
And that's what you're doing. And
creation.
You lose the money on the Uber pool.
right?
You know, you're probably not going to get recognized in an Uber pool. You might, but that one person doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
I understand that. I really do like that, Timmy. I have no problem with that. And also, the end result there is
Someone gets helped.
They get helped. So what does it fucking matter
Right.
if you have a narcissistic, borderline psychopathic goal here?
Right. Yes.
If
I agree.
it's
Someone
a net
else is getting
positive,
helped out.
here's the other thing that happened to me. These GoFundMes, they're fucking me, dude.
Yeah.
So check this out. I donated to this woman. I almost wanna bring this up. I've been debating bringing it up and getting the fans to donate to this woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Because her daughter, I talked about this a little bit, Shannon. So I apologize for rehashing this a little bit, but it keeps on going. It keeps on going. I'll pull it up right now. Okay. So I donated. Bisping posted this thing. Okay. Reposted. It wasn't even a GoFundMe. It was a fucking fundraiser.
For who could say the
It's not
N-word
even
the
a
loudest.
it's not even a GoFundMe. It's a fundraiser. And this little girl was dying, and she was born with this weird disease or whatever. And the goal was $177,000. I didn't notice this.
By the way, for what? For what?
What is
To build a house
Yeah.
so she can die in it?
apparently the medication that she has is very, very expensive. Now,
It's called throwing good money after bad.
here's what I did.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'll donate $50, whatever.
Right.
You know, Bisping posted it.
Right.
I don't know this person, whatever. So I click it, and then I'm like,
$50 is not even medicine. It's just when they test out the syringe and a little spills on top.
yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
50.
But, it's a $177,000 goal. I'm assuming whatever, every little bit helps, right?
Yeah.
Famous people are posting it. So then I go and look, and they're at fucking 11% of the goal. They're at 18,000.
Yeah.
And this thing was started a year ago.
Right.
It's not going well.
That's so sad.
Timo, it's not going well. So now I'm like, all right, can I have my 50 back? But then I didn't, obviously.
Yeah.
I keep the 50. It's literally just throwing money into a well. So then I'm like, all right, this is fucking me up. She sends a thing where she's like, hey, this business will match every donation we get this week. Right? So I was like, fine. So I donate 100. So now I'm 150 in the hole of this kid. I don't even fucking know this kid. Okay.
Right.
This bitch sends another thing. Oh, these businesses are going to match now this other thing. Now, what she does is, I'm not even on an email list where I can hit unsubscribe. The mom took my email address and now personally just messages everybody that donated.
Wow.
So I can't actually unsubscribe. So now it's just updates, and it's like her being like, I'm begging for your help. My daughter's going to die this week if we don't get our medication.
Yeah, but isn't
And I'm going like,
the inevitable?
unfucking subscribe.
Oh, it's-
how do I get this out of my life right now? I'm sorry, lady. I feel bad. I donated $150. I can't watch your kid die. This is not my thing.
And the parents are like on a cruise somewhere, just
Fucking in Jamaica. I'm going to be smart.
hard. You're going to see them in Jamaica. They're going to be doing shots out of limes. It's very sad, but the reality of the situation is, it's very, very, very tough. You cannot give to everything, and there's a lot of good ones. Every GoFundMe, a lot of them are bullshit, but most of them are decent. Most of them are people you'd like to help. Brianna got brain cancer. That's a big one.
Well, it's always good if
Brianna's 27.
If they could use alliteration,
Yeah.
they're going to get a little more money.
Brianna's got
Brianna's
brain cancer. Big. She's 27, came out of nowhere. One day she woke up and she said, I have a slight headache. She went to the doctor and the doctor said,
No more monkeys jumping on the bed?
You're going to die.
It's over, Brianna.
And then so you got to get now. She needs funeral expenses. Her husband's in trouble. He's lost his job because he's got to take off work to care for her because she's drooling and slurring and stumbling all over the house.
Oh.
It sucks. This is very sad.
Yeah.
She's at that point. You might as well raise money for a fucking shotgun and a shovel.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to keep them alive.
And it's a lot. I feel bad for this little girl. But you know what I think I can do?
I mean, what stage was her does she have cancer?
I don't even know
the
what
hell's
it is,
the matter?
man.
You don't even
I
know
don't
what's
know.
wrong with
I
her?
don't know.
If I get
They're
diagnosed,
scamming you.
if
They're
I get
scamming
diagnosed
you.
with a terminal disease, and by if I mean when, I will raise money to get fucked to death at the 9/11 memorial because that's the way I want to die. I want to be fucked to death in front of tourists
Taking
on Ground
selfies.
Zero.
I just can't. And I
Life
feel,
is meaningless, folks. It's a dark episode.
If I block her email address, is
You
she
can't
going
block.
to get a message saying that I'm blocking her?
Well, yes, but life blocked her daughter.
That's also true.
It's very sad. We try to do what we can.
Yeah.
Tell her that. Say, I've done everything I could. I wish you
Email
the
her
best of
back
luck,
and go,
but
what's
stop."
the end game?
Yeah.
No, literally, email her back and go, help me help you. What's the end game?
Yeah. Email her back, like, hey, can you edit? We need some more interns here at Gas
Yeah,
Digital.
can you do? I'm going to throw you a couple of $100. Can you
Yeah.
can you moderate some comments on the website? Can you moderate some comments?
Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna probably just block the email address and then just fucking.
It's tough.
Shannon,
I
what?
get it.
You can set up a rule in Gmail if that's where the emails are going to, so that they just automatically go into your junk folder.
Okay,
What if she makes a miraculous turnaround, the kid?
and then I'm just putting her in my junk folder. I'm not even getting the updates.
You don't even know, and then
Who cares,
a
though? I
year
don't read that
later,
shit.
It's so sad that this woman is just sending emails begging for money to save her daughter to a junk email.
I know.
Oh, God. You just respond or block her. Don't put it in your junk email. I think you should
forward
respond.
it to Ian.
Yeah, forward
If
it to
he's
me.
going to be a fucking white knight, forward it to fucking him. He's going to talk about.
What am I supposed to do here?
What's
Ian?
he gonna
I'm
do,
supposed
Ian?
to read weekly updates.
No, tell her you don't want any more updates. Say, I've done
Isn't that
everything
more
I can.
fucked up? You think I
Email
emailed the
her
girl?
and ask her if email her and say, "Can I kill your daughter? Can I come to your house and kill your daughter,
I'm just gonna email her the word unsubscribe.
ma'am? We got shit to do.
Yeah.
We can't. Listen, man. I can't. That's why I got to get off Facebook. Everybody on Facebook, they've got a dead dog they're eulogizing.
When do you?
They got to GoFundMe.
It's so
All of
difficult to
these
choose
people-
what to donate to. I try. Look, I don't donate a ton of money, but
Here's
here and
where
there
I
do.
donate. This is a good rule.
What's the rule?
If it's a way for me to posture and make myself look good publicly
Yeah.
in front of people, I donate.
Makes sense.
Because here's the deal. Now, people are listening to this going, Tim's a psychopath.
No.
But here's the reality. I can't donate to everything. And I can't also evaluate who deserves and who doesn't.
So there has to be a measurable
there has
effect.
to be a measurable.
Yeah,
so
I
that's the
understand what
way
you're saying.
because
You're-
I'm psychotic. But
And
I'm also
and
right.
if you're throwing the money out, right? So like, fuck
Yeah.
it. So there's all of these charities, whether it's actually a business or it's an individual or whatever it is. Fine, it's going somewhere. The money's being filtered in through whatever charitable purposes. You're saying it, that you actually can quantify what you're doing, and you can put your. It's supposed to describe. Yeah, you can quantify where that money's going for you.
Yeah, I could say, listen.
Because there's no way to really say, hey, is this truly helping anybody?
There's no way. There's no fucking way. All I can do is if I read something and it's in my community. This kid I grew up with, he used to swim in my pool like we were buddies when we were kids. I know his mother. Not well. We fell out of fucking contacts. I don't use heroin.
Yeah.
You can't hang out with people that do heroin if you don't.
It's really hard to hang out with heroin
Because they're
addicts.
all about heroin.
Yeah.
So, but he died, and I'm like, well, everyone from
I'm like sitting there, I'm like, I was like, dude, I'm in the mood for coffee.
yeah.
And he's over there, it's like, dude,
He's like, dude, you haven't even, you don't even know.
you haven't even opened your eyes today.
You don't even know. So I just figured if I put 300,
Yeah.
and I check it all the time, I'm like, am I the top guy?
Yeah.
I was going to go in with 5, and then I sobered up.
That's crazy.
I sobered up.
That's crazy.
I sobered up. I said no. But I went in with 3. I was like, am I going to be the top donation? There are people on Facebook eulogizing this kid like he's their brother, giving 50, 75. Maybe they're in that position. That's fine. But I do. That's
Are
fine.
you going to go to the funeral?
What?
Are you going to go to the funeral?
Get fucking real. I got a fucking date in D.C. with Michelle Wolf. You fucking better ask somebody. I'm going to be at some fucking funeral with a bunch of fucking lipo workers. I'm kidding. I would. Now, here's the thing. I hope the funeral is tomorrow or Thursday during the day so I can go and get thanked for my donation.
And show
Yeah,
everyone.
you got to reap the
and
benefits.
kind of lord
Yeah.
myself. Yes, hello. But it's probably going to be Friday when I'm fucking in D.C.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
They should
wish.
make funerals more fun.
I really would like...
If they made it more like a wedding, more people
No, because
would
I could go, I could cry, the mother will hug me, I'll feel great.
Can you cry?
I will get close to it. It will look like it. No, I could cry.
You could cry?
I could cry. I could cry.
I could barely cry for my
this
own
kid?
mom.
It's not for this kid, but it's the whole scene.
Like the plural.
It's the scene
cry, the
because I'll
plural
walk
you.
in and people will be like, "Oh, you've been doing comedy," or I saw you on Rogan or whatever, and I'll be like, "That's not what matters. This is what matters." And they'll look at me strangely, and I'll be like, "I want it. We're all just children." I'll say something retarded that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
We're all just babies.
We are the world.
And I was like, and then I'll say nonchalantly, that's why I donated $300 to make this all possible.
Yeah.
Is there a cake?
Or he'll go around. He'll ask other people like, "Hey, did you donate?
How much
you?
did you donate?
He knows exactly
Did you
what I'll
donate?
do. He knows
that's weird.
exactly what.
Because then they're gonna go check if he donated, and they'll see
How did you?
That'll
donate?
influence others to donate. You're helping.
exactly.
But as sick as this sounds, I think it helps people. It helps people.